Let's see. Got to make sure she's recording here. Waiting for Old Man Ronin. I'm recording. How come you're not showing me? Can anybody see me yet? Hello? We're supposed to be live. And it's not coming up live yet. Let's see. Oh, we got an ad. That's why. So wait till the ad's over here. Skip the ads. There we are. There we are. I got to turn the mute off on the thing. So what's up, riders? Iron Lady and Old Man Ronin here. And we're doing a unusual Friday live stream. And the reason why is because we're drinking some Beaujolais Nouveau. Cheers. Not sure what you guys are drinking tonight, but hey, what are you going to say? Well, we got a comment. Stuart says, hey, shade tree surgeon, you're my favorite. Oh, ha, nice.
Funny guy.
Yeah, that's Stewie. He is what he is. But yeah, we're basically, we took a couple days off for Beaujolais Day, which is one of our favorite holidays that we celebrate, where we get the chance to taste some Beaujolais Nouveau. And this is one that we just opened. We didn't try it last night. I'll show you the bottle there. Domaine in Nord du Cara. And it is it's okay. It's not as good as the ones we had last night. I'll tell you what, we had some really, really good wines last night. But we wanted to save this one for this. And so, cheers. But Stuart, so glad that you made it. I think we've got 6 people watching. Guys, if you're watching, get on the live stream because that's the way we're going to answer questions. There's Donna. Hey, Donna, I'm going to make an announcement. You won the t-shirt this week. I was going to pull it on Sunday, but I decided we might not do a video on Sunday because we got so much stuff going on, which is why I want to do live stream. But I still may pop out. But I wanted to make sure that I did announce the winner, and it's kind of fun that you popped up there, Donna, because you're the winner for the week 3 of the Old Man Ronin t-shirt giveaway. Hey, there's Jordan. How you doing, Jordan? Yeah, we're drinking wine, and you're here with beer, bourbon, and a pizza. Well, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
What bourbon you drinking, Jordan? Because that's you know me, I love my bourbon as well too, and we wanted to do wine this time. We do a lot of beers and stuff like that. And yeah, but Donna says he's so pleased. He really thanks. You know what? It's an honor to have you not only as a subscriber, but a constant viewer and a commenter as well too. Plus, I think you're also a Patreon as well. No, I know you're a Patreon. I'm just kidding you. But that has really nothing to do with it. We put everything in a hat and we pull the names out. And you happen to be the winner for this week because you enter every time. So that's pretty cool. Stuart says congratulations, Donna, and it's with one N. Stuart, he's a gentleman in Belgium, and so he's one of our first Patreons ever. So it's pretty cool. Stuart says he's having Coke and cashews, and hopefully it's the drinkable Coke, but you never know about you, bro. But Iron Lady gets a kick out of my stupid humor. Randy, glad to see you're on as well too. Like I said, this is the time we're going to answer questions because we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about with Royal Enfield, and not only for the Meteor that we have right now, and also Mark, hi from Scotland, how you doing? But we're also talking about the Himalayan and the trials and tribulations we had during the snow the other day. Jordan says he's having some Bullet and Guinness Extra. You know, I love Bullet. It's one of my favorite bourbons by far. I wish I could afford some of the more expensive stuff, but Bullet is my everyday. I shouldn't say everyday. It sounds like I'm alcoholic, but my normal drinking is Bullet. We do like a lot of Jim Beam. I think Iron Lady loves her Jim Beam. So, but if you have any questions for us, this is the time to talk about different things with Royal Enfield, the future of the channel, and this is what it is. Donna said, just as I said, the Beaujolais of this year is not so good, bad weather, lack of sun. We had one yesterday. Kara, can you run out and get that bottle? I'll tell you, we've been doing the Beaujolais Nouveau party since we've been together, and I was doing it actually before we got together. So we're talking 20-some years of doing Beaujolais Nouveau. we had one yesterday that was probably the best that I've ever had. And it's kind of funny because it's the parent company is Georges de Bouffe. So it's like, what? But it's really good. And Donnie, you can kind of give me an idea. Have you ever tried this? Let's see, where is it at? This varietal there. The it's the three valens, and it's, I don't know if can you see that on the screen there. This was excellent, and it tasted more like a Pinot Noir than it did a Beaujolais, let alone Beaujolais, but a Beaujolais Nouveau. And I was really, really impressed with it. So much so that we're going to buy a couple extra bottles. Normally, we buy one bottle, drink it, and that's it. Maybe have a bottle if we have some extra for Thanksgiving, because it does pair extremely well with turkey. And but we're going to buy maybe a couple bottles of this. It doesn't keep well. Beaujolais Nouveau does not keep well. It's not something you want to put in your cellar, but we want to drink it before Christmas. And it's really, really good. Tim Hunt says, hi both. Did you know that Meteor has been voted Retro Motorcycle of the Year? Yes, I did. I saw that, and I was pretty proud of that. Not that I have anything to do with it, but it is a beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, you're right. It is a Villages as opposed to a Nouveau, but it is a Villages Nouveau, which again adds to the whole thing. But yeah, the Meteor is a very, this what we're doing right now is also a Villages too, Don, if you haven't checked it. But the Dakar is better than De Bouffe, and every time I've ever had it, but it's not as good as what we had last night. It was fantastic. Let's see. Randy said 300 miles on a new Meteor here in Arkansas. Question on oil change. Go ahead, shoot, Randy. Nick says, hi from West Sussex in the UK. I'm intrigued by the red and blue are the lamps for your lamp. Yeah, I bought them off of Amazon to give a little bit of ambiance to the office here, and I wasted money because you can't even see the colors. It's, yeah. I wish you could, but our big bright lights over top, I'm going to actually put a dimmer switch on it so it'll ease that down a little bit. Maybe change some bulbs for some of these live streams. That's kind of one of the fun things I like to do. Now we lost the what do you call it, the chat there for a second. Fernando says, hello, Ronin and Iron Woman. Iron Woman, yeah. Yeah, she took the place of, what do you call it, Robert Downey Jr.
That's right.
She's going to be in Marvel Studios. Have you bought Iron Lady her own Meteor yet? No, because if we're only going to do one, if you will. And when I give, and I'm not going to do anything until I have to give the motorcycle back. Why would I buy another bike and have it when we got the same thing? Don says Beaujolais is not keeping it exactly.
No.
Better drink it. And exactly. That's why I said we never sell her the Beaujolais, but we will drink it up until Christmas, and that's as far as I've ever taken a Beaujolais Nouveau. Stuart says, "Oh, you've got ambiance into what? Wazoo? Up to Wazoo. Yeah, we do." Nick says, red and blue lamps. Hello, Iron Woman. Bought her own one. Still waiting for your question there, Randy. Let us know what you're thinking. As far as the oil changes on the Meteor and the Himalayan are super simple. I did know they made some changes. They're not putting the screen in the lower part of the crankcase in the Meteor, which they do in the Himalayan. Let me turn this down a little bit more. There, let's see. Yeah, that's better.
Got both chins now.
Yeah, we got. What's that? What'd you say?
I said we got both chins now.
Yeah. Both chins. But anyway, well, we got 20 people watching. I'm really proud of that. Like I say, I'm going to ramble a little bit because sometimes I get squirrel moments. I'm that kind of guy. Let's see. Jordan says, what are your plans to cope with our Wahara winter? I know I have a few. Well, if it's really, really bad, then I will do some shop videos. I've got a tremendous amount of things to do with the Himalayan. As far as I've already got the parts in that I'm going to be doing it with. By the way, the Meteor is with carbon. It's a fuel injected, Donna. Mark says, do you think they might bring out a 650 version of the Meteor in the future? They're going to introduce a lot on that 650 profile. I know they have I don't have any inside information. In other words, the factory hasn't told me a thing. I don't have that kind of relationship. I'm just a guy that gets to ride some of their motorcycles. But I'm telling you what I'm seeing and what I've heard unofficially, that they are definitely coming out with a Super Meteor. maybe. Changed out 1.7 liters according to the videos on YouTube. Note total capacity is 2.2. Second plug noted in the front right case sump, maybe just change out 1.2. Basically what I like to tell people is change it exactly according to your service manual, and they tell you to change out the 1.7. That's what I would do. You can drain the entire thing, but it is not, as long as you're changing the filter and as long as you're doing it according to your I like to tell people to pay attention to viscosity, but change it according to what the manual or the book says. You should be okay. If you got a lot of material in the bottom of your engine, or if you're not, like I say, there's a lot of metal shavings that you'll see, then you change everything out and completely wash it out. But most of the time, you're not going to get that. So I would change it exactly what your manual says and change it to the 1.7 liters. And then look at the little screen. Make sure you do not overfill. You never want to overfill any, whether it's a Harley, Honda, or a Royal Enfield. You never want to overfill the oil. You build up way too much pressure. You can cause cracking and blowing gaskets and stuff like that. Plus, you can get blowback, which means it's going to shove oil out the exhaust, and it's not a good thing. So pay attention to exactly what it says. Randy says, keep hearing stories of parts rusting or coming loose. On the Himalayan, I'll tell you what. Any motorcycle, I don't care what make it is, you're going to have vibrations in it, and you're going to make sure that you tighten your bolts. There's a if you're a member of Patreon, something I just posted here a couple days ago. It's called T-Clocks, and it's tires, controls. Let me see, lights, oil, chassis, and stands. And I actually have a list on what you should be checking, and you should be tightening stuff all the time, whether it's a single cylinder, a V-twin, a parallel twin. I don't care what it is. We've had some Hondas back in the past that are V4, not V4s, but yeah, V4s and also straight 4s. You really need to pay attention to that stuff. It's hands-on motorcycling is the best way to be. That's why I wash my bikes all the time. I tell people, there's guys that, especially with the adventure bikes, they think it's a badge of honor. Sorry, Rusty's squeaking over here. It's a badge of honor of not washing your bike. And that's the biggest frickin' mistake you can get to, because when you're washing your bike, you're running your hands across stuff and you can feel things that are loose. And I completely encourage you to wash your bike and check for loose things. And that's why the T-Clocks is important. You check everything. I'm going to be doing a Jordan just says, if you have an old sports, you rebuild it every year. You have a Harley, you have to rebuild it every year. I don't care what the new Milwaukee 8 say. You got to check stuff. I have a video, one of the first ones I did back last year. I mean, I've only been doing this channel a year and a half, and not even a year and a half, a little over a year. And one of the things is 5 things you need to tighten on your Harley-Davidson right now. Well, you can apply that to every motorcycle that you have. You have to tighten the bolts down. You have to make sure things aren't loose. I'm going to be doing a video on the Meteor here in the next couple weeks on adjusting the clutch free play, which is something you have to check according to the manual every 600 miles or 1,000 kilometers or 600 miles. And you should be doing that. Let's see if I missed anybody. I hope that answered you, Randy. I don't have any problems with mine because I check stuff all the time. Do I notice anything loose? The only thing I've ever had to really adjust on the Himalayan so far is the clutch, and the only reason I did it is for the video. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I check everything, and I Loctite everything that I ever take off and put back on, except for things that I put anti-seize on, and you get that in some of the videos that I do. Tim Hunt says, loads of aftermarket bits for the Meteor, particularly direct from India. Are you going to start adding crash bars? No. Am I going to add other bits? If we finally do, when we finally do get a Meteor for Iron Lady, we will be putting the C-Lock saddlebags from, is it Kepler and Becker? I can't remember the name, guys. Apologize, I'm old and stuff. But yeah, you're going to have. We're going to put saddlebags on it because it is a cruiser style, and we love to cruise. And I have other motorcycles. Like when she wants to ride her Sportster, she takes her own stuff. When I want to ride the either my Sportster or my deluxe, and there's no saddlebags on them. But we usually take those for little short hops. But on longer rides, we're definitely going to use saddlebags, like what's on the Himalayan, they call them panniers. On the Road King, it's saddlebags. And of course, since the Meteor is a cruiser style, we're calling them saddlebags. Don't give me no pannier crap on that one. Randy says almost no metal noted on screen. Planning on going full synthetic. You should use full synthetic all the time anyway. In Loctite we trust, Jordan says. Exactly. I 100% agree with that. I use, like I said, very seldom do I use the red Loctite, but blue Loctite and anti-seize, I have tons of it because I use it a lot, and that's something I think is really, really important. Like I said, I've got some really cool stuff I'm going to be putting on the Himalayan here in the next couple of weeks and months. I'm also going to get back into working on the Toad Glide, which a lot of guys are asking for. My Harley stuff never does really well video-wise because I've got such a huge following overseas, and the market's not there, but I still love riding my Harleys, and we'll be doing stuff like that too. I'm going to make the bike. I was looking at another wide glide because I really like the wide glides over the sport glides. Just me. I've had both wide glides, sport glides, low riders, yada, 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 FXRs, the whole 9 yards. But I really like the look of the wide glide, and I'm making it a total rat bike. And that's why I call it the Toad Glide. It'll look like crap, but run like hell. Randy says almost no. Oh, no, where I got that one. L Short. Welcome to the channel, L Short. He bought some supplies and racks and crash bars from our Meteor from eBay in India. The stuff got here in 8 days. There's only one thing I ever ordered from India, even during COVID, that ever got here, not in a really good fast time. And that was the, what was that? I can't remember it either. Oh, it's the secret thing I'm going to be putting on the bike. No, I'll tell you, I got some controls, some new levers for the clutch and for the brake, for the front brake, because I wanted to keep that black theme going. So I got some black clutch and brake levers that we're going to be putting on, but that took like 2.5 months. That took a long time. So I don't know. They said they lost it in transit and they were going to give me my money back, and then all of a sudden they showed up, and it's like, it is what it is. But again, guys, see what you're drinking out there. We're enjoying this Beaujolais Nouveau, Beaujolais Villageoise Nouveau.
And you're behind.
And what?
And you're behind.
Yeah, she says I'm behind. So, sorry. Well, we have any other questions about the channel and stuff too? Let's see. Short says possible 650 Meteor shown on the 24th on a show in Italy. That's going to be. I'll tell you what. All the rumors that we've thought about with Harley-Davidson is coming true, meaning that the Sportster in the standard Evo, they're going to make them in 2022 yet, but it'll be probably going away in 2023, and that's going to open a door because most Harley guys that I know do not want a water-cooled engine. Now, the ADV Pan American is a different animal altogether, but I'm telling you right now, the Sportster S is not going to sell. Simply because it's water cooled, and they're not going to go for it. So the 650 Meteor, it's going to be similar horsepower to what I shouldn't say similar, the 883 will put out just a little bit more horsepower, but 883s don't put out that much horsepower anyways. I think they're right at about 74 horsepower on the newer ones. The older ones put out about 60. So they're not going to have a tremendous amount of horsepower either. But the whole idea of it is I think that opens the door for Royal Enfield to have the Super Meteor, which that parallel twin is going to offer a lot of. Plus, there's going to be some upgrades with S&S. Right now, what they're doing with the 650s for the race that they're doing, the race group that they have for Royal Enfield, that they're building these bikes up, and S&S is making cams, and they're making better exhaust, and they're using a different tuner, and they're getting 70 horsepower out of it right now. You open that door, that'll give a place for the Sportster market today to move into the Royal Enfield. I think and it's still going to be air cooled with a little oil cooler to the side, which is what they should have done with Harley-Davidson. Again, Harley-Davidson is not Indian. We don't really want water cooled engines. They neat. Yeah, I'm going to ride one. They're cool, but no. See, Donna said they had really tough time in India with COVID. You might explain it. Like, well, that actually, I got some stuff since then that came really quick. I ordered these things back in like I think June, and they didn't show up until the end of August. Other stuff I ordered in July and August, and they showed up in a couple of weeks. There was nothing to it. Let's see. Randy says, I'm guessing that the Meteor is a much smoother everyday bike. Yeah, of course. The twin cylinder is going to offer some counterbalance as it's going up and down anyways, whether it's a V-twin. Well, the V-twin Harley doesn't actually counterbalance. That's why they say, if you've ever heard the term potato, that's because when a Harley engine runs, it goes potato, 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 potato. That's the sound that everybody likes because there's like a section of dullness there that in between the fire and the exhaust on the two cylinders, and that's why they call it a potato. As far as the parallel twins, they're more even, and so they're going to sound a little bit more smoother and run a little smoother. Let's see. Stuart says, simply because it's ugly too. It's not my favorite looking bike either. It reminds me of the FX DR that they turned out, which was hideous, and nobody bought it, so they just continued after 2 years. See, Jordan says, rat bikes are fun, gives you freedom for creativity, not to worry about making something perfect. And that's really been my Achilles heel, is I always try to make every bike I get into a garage queen, and then I don't want to ride it in bad weather. I know. And I've always ridden bikes in bad weather. And lately, in the last probably 10 years or so, I buy a bike for a couple $100. I like to say prices on things, but I bought that frickin' Toad Glide for next to nothing. And it's one of those type of things that part of me says, man, you need to jack it up, you need to do this, and make it really pretty and do that. Man, I've got enough pretty bikes. Tim says, just sent you a Gmail picture of my proud wife with their new Meteor next to my new Meteor. Took 5 months to get delivery to the UK, but very happy indeed. You know what, Tim? Congratulations. And, did you send 2 pics or 1 pic? Because if we do 2 pics, we'll make you 2 subscribers of the video. And we love doing that. We love making folks subscriber shout outs. And if you guys have not done it yet, I know Stuart has. Send me a picture of you with your motorcycle, and we'll put you as a subscriber shout out. And what we've been doing lately, we kind of changed the format. We've been putting a flag of the country that you're in next to it too. That gives you, show you how far our reach is as well too, because we've got fans all over the world. And it makes me really happy for such a small channel that we are with. This is 11,000 subscribers. We're a small channel, but we grow at a steady pace. I talked to Stuart said about Shade Tree Surgeon earlier. I was talking to him on the phone the other day, and he was saying he very seldom gets more than 1,000 subscribers a month, and we're right there at that, which means in 10 years I'll be somebody. Just kidding you. Tim said, I'll send 2 pics. Perfect, Tim. Like I said, that's the kind of stuff we like to hear. And while I'm thinking about it, if you guys want, and you want to send me a super chat or a super sticker, I will turn around and send you a super sticker. And then, like I say, I've got some. Normally I sell these on my Etsy page, but we're going to give a few of these away. So if you do, not really giving away, if you send a super chat on the video today or a super sticker, we'll send out a couple stickers for you. It's it's like one of those things I love to give back to our audience, and I don't care where you're at in the world, we'll send them to you. It's one of those type of things. Like Donna lives in Belgium. Is that correct, Donna? You live in Belgium? We're going to be sending him out a T-shirt because he just won week 3 of the Ol Man Ronin T-shirt giveaway. And we're pretty tickled about that. I just announced it. Like I said, I'm not sure if we're doing a video on Sunday or not. We got so much stuff planned this week. And we'll be doing one for sure on Wednesday and for the following Sunday following Thanksgiving. But we wanted to take a couple days for just ourselves here with Beaujolais Day because I guess I'm way behind, and Iron Lady here, pour yourself a drink. I got to catch up. Man.
I'm rusty.
Anybody see Rusty down there?
He's been jumping up on me.
Let's see if we can. Rusty, you want to say hello to everybody? Hey.
No.
He goes, I want some wine. Yeah.
I just want somebody to pay
He's a
attention.
character. He just wants somebody to pay attention. He's our little English Springer. How old is he now? 8 years old?
About 8 years.
He's 8 years old, and he's a tickle, man. I'll tell you what, he keeps us happy, and we're really proud of having him. Yep. See, Donna says he's from Belgium, and like I said, we really value our international audience as well too, and that's why, like I said, we're going to send Donna a new T-shirt, and he told me his size already because apparently he had some kind of ESB going on, because when he sent me that, I went, yeah, okay, I know. How does one send a super chat? At the bottom of the chat, you see right there, there's a little smiley face, a dollar sign, and you push that dollar sign and then follow the instructions. Jordan says, doing turkey this year. Don't know if I can cook anything special in the kitchen you make. Well, I'll tell you, Jordan, the first thing, I don't know if you've ever made turkey before, but let me encourage you to do this. Brine it first, and then I'll get to you in a second here, Tim. But brine that turkey first, and then we always stuff our turkey. I think it's too much made up about. As long as you take it to the proper temperature, you're going to be fine. But yeah, brine your. We use a vegetable brine with some of my seasoning, and it comes out perfect every year. Put some butter or oil, avocado oil, something like that, underneath the skin of the turkey, and then on top of the skin, and then season it with whatever you want to as well too. Brine it for 24 hours. Tim says, what's the story about not having screens on the Supernova in the USA? They do not. They're not approved by the DOT, Department of Transportation. And I was talking to Bree, who is the North American. She's in charge of Royal Enfield in North America, and she was telling me that they're coming for the newer models, that they're actually having them made here, so they're going to be legal for America, because the ones in India aren't legal for the United States. I have no idea why that is. We have most relaxed rules in the world, and what? It makes no sense to me, because the Himalayan the screen was approved. I don't understand it, but again, I'm not supposed to. We says, what version did you purchase, Tim? I don't know. You mean as far as the Meteor? I'm not sure. That's a good question for Tim. But again, let's have. I got to catch up. I need some more drinking here. I love doing these live chats. I don't do them near enough. Well, there you go. Everybody send congratulations to Mr. Short there, L Short. I'm not sure if it's Larry, Leon, whatever it is. Please send me an email to oldmanronin@gmail.com, and I will send you off a couple stickers, and like the Himalayan that's going to come with it, and maybe a couple of the old mans as well too. I really do appreciate it. All that stuff helps the channel so very much. You have no idea. We really do appreciate each and every one of our Patreons, each and one of our subscribers, and we just got another one. Again, you guys are congratulations. This is from Kev. He's got a hit. You know what? We got to have a big drink to both of them. Cheers.
Drink.
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Like I say, this helps so much. And again, you guys that are sending the super stickers and the super chats, please make sure you send me your email your shipping address by sending me an email to oldmanronin@gmail.com, and we'll get them off to you. Yes, congratulations, guys. You have no idea. We're just a tiny little channel. If you guys know anything about the restaurant industry, we don't make a whole lot of money. We just get by. I've been doing this cooking since I was 11 years old, and man, I'd like to do this full time, but there's no daggone way I can do it now. We just don't have that kind of money coming in. But the more and more views that we get, the more and more subscribers that we get, the more and more people that are engaged in our channel, not only the happier we are, but we can turn out better content. Like my next plan is, I'm using a phone right now for my video. My next plan is to get a microphone so I can actually do some voiceovers on some of the stuff. Like what happened to me on the snow video that you guys saw, my front camera crapped out. But I have a lot of footage of the facing camera till the battery died, and I can't use any of it because there was no volume, and there's no way that I can do a voiceover because I don't have a microphone to get into the program. So that's one of our things that we're going to be doing too. It's another thing I want to do. I also want to have a better camera than just this telephone. Even though this looks pretty good, I still want to have a better camera to do more and more live chats. And the plan is to release a video every Wednesday and every Sunday, and then a live chat every maybe Tuesday or something like that when I'm not actually working in the food truck. Let's see, I lost a little bit here. Got both Supernova. Oh, both Supernovas. Congratulations. Again, congratulations. Richard says, I never got my screen for my Supernova and no discount either. Well, I don't think you're going to. I don't know. That's a question for Royal Enfield North America. That guy from Maine says, hope you're doing well. Good evening to you, Ronin, and all slapped like now. Fantastic. Kevin's Nash Kitchen says, a Heritage Softail Deluxe was the one I liked, discontinued, I believe. Yes, it was, and it was one of, I think it was the second video I did last year when I noticed that they were discontinuing the Deluxe, because that was, without a doubt, my favorite Softail model. I loved that bike. I have one, thank God, and there's going to be a few that are going to be around for the next several years, but they discontinued the Slim, which is my second favorite version of the Softail. I had a couple of Heritages when they first came out, and to be honest with you, the saggy bags, I mean, I'm 63 years old, and damn, those bags are sagging more than me. Oh, I know. Hey, I can turn this screen, you know. I can turn this screen. But anyway. The guy from Maine says, I followed all your Enfield stuff obsessively, but ended up on a CFR 250. That's cool. I don't care what bike you have, as long as you're riding. I always said this from the very day that I got on motorcycles. I'd rather see more of us on 2 wheels than I would people on 4 wheels, even though we do have a lot of 4-wheel vehicles. A 10-year 700 to the Unicorn. That bike may be. Now, there's talk that there's going to be a 650 Himalayan. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would personally, this is my personal opinion, if I owned Royal Enfield, I would make a 500 or 600 cc single, because I love a single cylinder for off-road more than I do a twin. That's just me, though. Say, that guy from Maine says 3,500 hours from mid-June to now. That's great. First bike since you were a kid. Congratulations and welcome back to the club. I've been blessed by having motorcycles my entire life, and it's something that the only time that I wasn't riding, and guys that don't know, I had an accident in 2013, had nothing to do with motorcycles, that put me off my feet for how long? Till 2017? 5 years, or almost 5 years. And I wasn't able to ride. In fact, we sold a lot of our motorcycles then because we needed the money. I didn't have the insurance that I needed to have. So what we did instead is we sold a couple of the old motorcycles, and then when I was able to get back on my feet and literally had to learn to walk again after surgeries and everything else, we basically started buying crappy bikes again and rebuilding them, and that was before I had a channel. But anyways, from 2017 to 2020, 3 years, I rebuilt the Sportster, the Deluxe, and those are the 2 motorcycles I rebuilt mostly. So let's see. Pascal says, do you recommend me buying the Meteor? Well, this is what I'll tell you. People that actually say recommend, they can only tell you what they feel. I think what you need to do, Pascal, is get out there and ride one and see if it fits what your needs are. Because you have to ask yourself, what do you want the bike to do? What are you going to use it for? What are the roads you're going to ride it on? And if the Meteor clicks or checks all the boxes, by far, I think it's a fantastic motorcycle. But it's something that's a decision that you have to make on your own. You really have to be comfortable with that motorcycle. And no matter what anybody says, whether they hate the motorcycle or love the motorcycle, it's what your opinion of it is. Let's see. Tim said he owned a Harley V-Rod for 6 months, my one and only Harley, but had to sell it as it wasn't good at taking UK country roads, corners, and bends. Frightened the hell out of me. Well, that Porsche-driven motor was... it was quick, water-cooled, and again, water-cooled engines to the Harley guys don't work, which is why they eventually got rid of it. They would have been better off keeping the Buell, and when Buell left the organization, translated that style of motorcycle back into the Harley lineup, but they didn't do it. They just discontinued it altogether. Paulo says, cheers from Portugal. I ride my Benelli TRK 251, but Himalaya is on my list. Great. I mean, again, Benelli's a great little motorcycle. They're fantastic. So, yeah, and Himalayan, get out there, test ride it, check it out. let's say that guy from Maine says Himalayan is greater than the Meteor, if that's what you want to use it for. If you're going, yeah, I did several videos on the Himalayan when I first got it as it being the perfect bike. And the reason why I said that was just because I do a lot of off-road riding, and I have my entire life. I never really did much with ADV style bikes. It was always dirt style bikes. But the Himalayan is a great bike because it'll teach you how to be a better bike rider when you're riding off-road, because off-road riders are better than on-road riders. They have to be. There's quicker reflexes, yada, 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 the whole 9 yards. So if you have a Himalayan and you're riding off-road, it'll teach you to be a better beginning biker. That's my humble opinion. But as far as it being the better one on the road by far is the Meteor. The better one off the road by far is the Himalayan. Kevin says the horsepower for the Royal Enfield 650 would need to be up around 45 to 47. I think they're saying it right there in the high 40s. Again, most of this horsepower stuff is based upon the detuning they have to do for emissions. Let us Americans get our hands on it and see what happens. That's all I'll say. Volcanic Brown says, hey, from the UK. Volcanic Brown, cheers. We're drinking Beaujolais Nouveau today. And again, no cheers with Iron Lady back here. She's joining me for this live stream, and we're really tickled, and we want to welcome everybody that's here. So cast my mind back to my first forays on two wheels. What was the first bike you owned? And the same for Iron Lady. Well, Iron Lady is really easy. Her first one was the
Sportster, Iron 883.
A Sportster Iron 883, which is what she got. She's only been riding about 4 years. 3 years? What is it?
No, I think it's 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years. She got her license recently when our daughter Ems got hers. So she's relatively new to the lifestyle. I mean, she's always ridden motorcycles, but she's relatively new to riding on her own. As far as me, my first shifting motorcycle was a Rupp 100 made in Mansfield, Ohio, and I got it when I was 5.5 years old. My second motorcycle was a Suzuki RM125. My third was a Yamaha YZ250. My fourth was an RM390, and my fifth, when I was 14 years old, was a Sportster XLCH 1000cc that I rode off-road, on-road until, I bought it wrecked. It had a bent frame. I re-welded the frame, put some knobby tires on it, and rode it until I blew it up when I was 16 years old. And then
you did that with automobiles too.
I did it with automobiles as well. I had a lot of. I've been a gearhead my whole life, and so I've always done stuff like that. So yeah, I've got some stories and a half. Whew, Lord have mercy. And when you're 14 years old and you lay down a Sportster off-road and try to pick it up and continue going up that hill, I did change the sprockets because back in those days they were all chain-driven back then, and we could change the sprockets and really get some really low-end torque that you could. That was one of the best bikes that you could use for hill climbing back in the day because it had so much low-end torque to begin with, and then you add different sprockets to it. Man, you could climb some hills with that thing, and it just was heavier and shit when you had to pick it up. Oops, shouldn't have said that. Let's see. But yeah, I've had all kind of Harleys and Suzukis and Yamahas and Hondas even. Oh my God, I can't believe I meant that. But mostly Harleys. I've had, like I said, we've got 6 Harleys right now, and like I said, I've bought one brand new Harley in my life. I don't buy new Harleys. I can't afford them. And I kept that bike for just a short period of time until somebody actually asked me to sell it at the same price I had in it, and I did it, and I bought 2 cheap Harleys to replace it. Let's see. WeMark says Himalayan be no use to me. Can't get feet on the ground. Well, apparently, is that why you call yourself WeMark? Seriously, I don't mean to be smart, but is that the reason why? Are you shorter of stature? I'm 6'2", and I would like it a little, not the bike taller, but the seat a little taller. But that's just me.
It's tall for me.
She's 5'4", and she can't either. So I get that. But I'll tell you what, there's a lady on, she rides Harleys, and she's 4'10". And she gets up, and it's incredible. She jumps up on them, and she puts her hand on there, flicks the kickstand up, jumps up, and goes. It's funny as hell to watch. Let's see. That guy from Maine says first was a '69 Honda Trail 50cc Honda CR125, and 20 years later, hardcore bicycling, and now so you're basically a Honda guy, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Mark, you took your message back. Put it back up there. We want to see what you had to say. Kevin said, it really isn't much to talk about. KTM 790, our version, same height seat as a CB500X. I had a guy the other day ask me if a CB500X would be a good bike to use off-road like the Himalayan. And my first reaction is yes, but you have to modify it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be changed to make it as good as the Himalayan for off-road use. The Himalayan is ready to go off-road from the day you get it. It's ready to go. The only thing that would be mandatory is new tires. Tim says, have you ridden the new Gold? No. Looking for a good 2-up tour. Any suggestions? Road King, baby. Second place would be a Road Glide. I don't like street glides because everybody has one. There's an old joke that goes around in the old-time Harley community, and it says, a young biker comes up and says, hey, I've got a black street glide. Hey, me too, because that's the most common motorcycle on the market right now for Harley-Davidson. I don't like the fairing. I don't like it at all. I like the fixed fairing of the Road Glide. I do not like the turning fairing of the Street Glide. As far as a touring bike, I'm going to push you directly towards Harley-Davidson, because as far as you want a big luxurious touring bike, then a Harley's the way to go, man. I've ridden my Harleys I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase that. Let me think about if I want to say this or not, but let me read a few more of these comments. That guy from Maine said, I cheat on a Honda with a Yami and had to deposit on the Himalayan back in February, but canceled when they couldn't get the bike until September. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. Jordan says a CB550 or 500X requires skid plate head. Again, there's so much stuff that you need to do to the 500X. And Jordan, she doesn't really go off road. I know she does a little bit, but not a lot. In Europe, we prefer BMW for touring. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a BMW, but I'm a Harley guy when it comes to that kind of big bike type stuff. So it just is what it is. Yeah, it's my opinion. I'm giving it to you. Now, what I was trying to determine what I wanted to say, because you can tour on any motorcycle. It's just that how old you are and how comfortable you want to be. I had a guy ask me, in fact, Shade Tree Surgeon asked me this question because he's been doing a lot of long-term riding, and he's really just started to get into it. And I think, Jordan, your wife her two wheels is getting into long-term riding too. And somebody asked me, what's my longest trip? Because he was bragging about he'd done a couple iron butts back-to-back. And I said to him, well, this happened on a Harley-Davidson XCLH, which is a Sportster, 1,000 cc's back in the early 1980s. And I went on a trip where I wanted to visit my uncle in Orlando, Florida. So I left, at that time I was living in Northeast Ohio, outside of a little town called Navarre, Ohio. And I rode from Navarre, Ohio down to Orlando. And I did it straight. I didn't stop. I was a fairly young guy. And let's see, Thor's making a statement here. Good morning, all. Happy people on a Honda. Yeah, they can be, but they're happier on a Royal Enfield. Just didn't. Mark came back and said, Honda C50, Suzuki. That's the bikes he's on. And that's a great selection of motorcycles. They're fantastic. I wouldn't throw a rock at any of those. To get back to my story. I decided at the last minute to take a trip from Orlando out to see a friend of mine that lived in Los Angeles. So then I started in Navarre, Ohio. I rode to Orlando, Florida, and then made a 3-day trek over to Los Angeles. And then I decided to visit a friend of mine that was in the Air Force up at Anchorage. And I went up to Anchorage, Alaska, and spent a couple of days with him. And then I rode from Anchorage, Alaska, back to Navarre, Ohio, and I ended up with over 11,000 miles in one trip. It took me 2 weeks to do it, but I had 2.5 weeks actually. But I didn't spend much time with them there when I did it. But that's the longest trip I've ever done, and I did it on a Sportster. So you can tour with anything. which is one of the reasons why I really want to do saddlebags on the Meteor when we finally get it for our own. Is because I want to take that bike a lot of places. I would like to, I'm not going to say I want to mimic that trip because, man, I'm old now. And that'd be a long time on a motorcycle at my age. But yeah, that would be a long time to do 11,000 miles. 1,000 miles I can do, yeah. And I got to get up every couple hundred miles because of my back and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the longest trip. And I've ridden to California 9 times besides that, out to Sturgis 10 or 15 times, up into Laconia, down to, I'm all over the place. Let's see. Jordan says, takes a stubborn ass to ride tour on a sports tour. It does, and I actually had a little...
And he is.
And I am. And I actually had a pillow that I took with me because it was not the most comfortable thing. But you can do it. Okay, have you ever crashed? Yes, once. I had at the time a Suzuki GS 1100 ES, and this is back, and I can tell you exactly, in 1983, and it was completely my fault. And I failed to negotiate a corner at a high rate of speed and ran straight into a bridge abutment. Was in a hospital for a couple weeks. I was wearing a helmet, which back in those days I didn't always wear a helmet. But I cracked the helmet off, and it's one of those type of things that I was lucky. I was doing over 60 miles an hour when I hit it. The bike was totaled. The bike hit the wall before I did, and I kind of hit the bike and then hit the wall. So there was a little shock absorber thing there because I slid. I seen it coming. I just laid her down and went into it. But it was not one of my better days. But that's the only time I've ever been. I've been a lot of near misses. Hell, out here in the country, we almost get run over by cows every week. I remember one of the first times that we were riding together on the Road King. We were up in a little town called Charm, Ohio, and an Amishman had a milker got away from him, and he must have just bought it at an auction, and he was trying to stop her, and he, instead of getting in front of her to turn her direction, he was chasing her, and that's the wrong thing to do to a cow. If you're a country boy, you understand that. And he chased her right into traffic, and she literally, how close was she? That would have been not a good thing, because she would have pushed us right over.
She was almost at our gas tank.
Let's see. Alejandro says, a big salute from Argentina, and salute to you as well, Alejandro. We loved it. Ronin, genius on Ari. Well, I don't know about genius, but I'm pretty damn smart, if I do say so myself.
Don't make his head any bigger.
I hope you heard that. Ainsworth Rider says, Royal Enfield should give you the Meteor just because you sold quite a few of them. I'll be waiting for the new 350. We did a non, and again, how much do you actually trust, comments or, that you get, not necessarily the chat here, because you guys are all honest, I know that. But the comments, we've counted at least 80 Meteors that we've sold. People tell us that they've bought the Meteor because of us, and over 90 Himalayans that people bought because of our channel. And that makes me really proud. If you want to do the figure, I'll let you guys do the math and see how much we've actually done. But that's not what we're doing it for. It would be nice if they gave us the bike, but they're letting me use it anyways. And so I can't. I've had it now for 3 months. Who else does that? I've been riding Harley-Davidsons for 50 frickin' years, and you know what I get from them? A bill every month. I'm just teasing. We don't get a bill from them. But I love Harleys, but they've never done squat for me. And that's okay. That's okay. Let's see. Any moto seat, even the worst is a luxury. But yes, it's just you know what? You're right. Mountain biking is tough. We actually have a couple Treks up in the garage that we used to ride all the time before my accident. We haven't ridden too much bicycles since my accident. And thank you. I appreciate that guy from Maine. Kevin said, "Well, yeah, the KTM adventure-based model beats the Himalayan every way except triple the price." Well, of course. And that's one of the things that you have to look at. Not everybody can afford brand new motorcycles, and if you can get one at the price that they are, and again, you have to see exactly how much that extra horsepower and all the other bells and whistles are worth to you when you actually have to make a payment every month. And that's what you have to look at. Let's see. Stuart says almost ran over an alligator twice in Louisiana. Well, yeah, I mean, we have a lot of stuff up here too, but not alligators. Richard says, any info on the Super? No, I don't have that kind of info, Richard. I wish I did. I just don't have that kind of relationship with the factory. All they do is let me ride some bikes. Alejandra says, thanks. So it's another way to enlarge my English vocabulary. That's good, and I don't know if you've ever commented and made a comment in Spanish, or if you said you're from Argentina, but if you're from Brazil, in Portuguese or Germany or wherever you're from, I will use Google Translate and try to make you feel a little bit more comfortable by using that, your own home language. Is one of the things that I've always done. And Ainsworth says, wow, I'm not sure why wow is for, but that's great because I've been rambling so much. Who knows? Says Thor says, your beautiful lady having a motorcycle. Yes. Here's the deal. She's relatively new in motorcycling, and to actually talk while riding takes a tremendous amount of confidence and concentration.
Plus, I can't get a word in edgewise.
I'll just leave that right there. But anyway, right now I want to have her more time on the motorcycle to get more comfortable with talking, because when we do that, it's usually me just going blah, 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 and she goes, shut up, I'm concentrating. So that doesn't make for very good filming. So when we do the filming together and she can have her fertile mind running in the back there on the back of the bike, that's the best way we like to do it. Down the road, yeah, that'll be something that we'll do. In 20 years, will the Himley be the new KLR? I don't know. That's a good question, Jordan. It's a good question. And that guy from Maine said Honda. Tim said, RE saddlebags. I got some saddlebag stays from Banditos in India and bought some bags separately off eBay. Agree the Meteor make a good mini tour. Oh, when you get done, send us some pictures of it. Mark's laughing. Stuart's laughing. Snow Goose, welcome to the channel again. Snow Goose, we remember you from before. My second Himalayan. A 2021, this time in the garage today. Well, good for you. Tim is laughing. Yeah, I know. Are you comfortable being an ambassador?
I'm the funny one.
Being the passenger with her? Hell frickin' no. I'm comfortable with everything that she does, except I don't ride on the back. There's no nuts to butts in this family. Not well.
I'm not hauling his big ass.
Yeah, she's not hauling my big ass around. Some guys don't seem to like to be in the pit. I'm one of them. That's not me. No, that's why I have motorcycles, so I can ride them. But and again, that's one of the things.
That would look so weird.
Yeah,
you're big and I'm not.
Yeah. I'd look like, and I got to watch my language, like the proverbial flea trying to. No, it'd be the other way around. An elephant trying to flee. Yeah, that wouldn't look good at all.
Pretty bad. Sorry, you'll have to just see me on the back occasionally.
What are my thoughts about the seat tires? I'm not sure what you mean. So re-explain, because I don't know what that is. If that's a brand, I've never heard of them. If as far as the OEM tires, they're okay. I'm not familiar with that brand, so I don't know. The ones I have on my Himalayan are the Pirellis, and they are.
I can't see it from back here.
Jordan says he's considered being a passenger, more to grab onto. Yeah. Yeah, make sure that Jess sees that, or I will.
Not necessarily in this case.
Yeah. She doesn't. She doesn't have the kind of stuff that Jess does.
I mean, I don't know. We'll just leave it there.
Let's see. Seat tires on the Meteor. They're adequate. I thought you were talking about the Himalayan. I'm sorry, I got off. And to be honest with you, I've checked the tire pressure a bunch of times, and I didn't pay attention to the brand. I really didn't. I pay attention to the air pressure and the tread depth. But so that's my bad. I should have probably done that. I made sure there wasn't any dry rotting, which there shouldn't be in a year. But that's they are made by Pirelli. Oh, that's good. Where are they made at, guys? Because that's something I don't know. Don't know. But anyways, we'll take a drink on that being humiliated by not knowing my product lines. Am I still behind?
Yeah.
Well, I get yapping, and you know how it is.
It's like you don't shut up.
I don't. See?
That's why you have a YouTube channel.
That's why I have a
don't.
YouTube channel. Oh, that's so funny, Jordan. I got a kick out
I'll
of that.
just be the pithy commentary in the background.
Pithy. Let's see. Iron Lady is what? Say it again. Turin. Oh, Turin, Italy. I see. I can't even read off the little screen. Turin, Italy origin. Okay. Well, again, that's something I've no idea. When I hear Turin, I think of what is it? The Shroud. That's all I think about. And Wemark thinks India. But regardless of what they're made at, they do an adequate job. I'm the brand of tires that I really like on different motorcycles that I've ever ridden, whether it's whether putting them on the Himalayan. I really like the Shinko, and I think they're. Don't quote me where they're made because I don't
Sounds
really pay
Japanese.
attention. I think it's Korean, but don't quote me on that. But they are. I have them on the Road King. I have them on the Sportsters. I have them on her bike. I have them. I have Avons on the Deluxe, but those are coming off, and I'm putting Shinkos on them. I love those tires, man. They're inexpensive. They're good grippy in all kind of weather. I will be putting a Shinko version of those on the Himalayan when it's time. And hop up here, Russ. Let's see. Everybody wants to see your face. Yeah. See, he wants some wine.
No, he just wants somebody to pay attention. He doesn't understand who we're talking to.
I'm talking to our audience. You see? He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Shinko 244 is a legendary dual sport tire. And that's the ones I think the models. There's another model too that I'm looking at from them. But Shinkos are fantastic for the money. And I don't care, do you stop riding over the winter, Tim asks. No. And if you look back at my videos from last year, I encourage everybody, I've tried to maintain the only time I didn't maintain 2 videos a week is when I had the computer crash back in the spring, but I did live streams. I did 2 live streams. No, I ride year round, and I always have. There's stories of me when I was doing some security work back in the day. There's a couple times that I've taken time off of cooking and do other things. And I worked in bars for a while just because I was single at that time, and it's just had more fun doing that than doing anything else. And so I did a lot of security work. I used to be in shape. I'm not anymore. But I used to be in shape up until I was until my accident, really. And then I quit lifting weights in the whole 9 yards. But in those days, I would ride my Harley to work, whether I was doing security for a company or not. And I would ride in freezing rain or whatever, as long as you take care of yourself and know exactly what you're doing, and don't go overly fast, and don't lean in ice, because you'll lose traction right away. Let's see. Don says it's Pirelli. They use older molds to make cheaper tires. Well, if they're the same tread and they hold up as well, then I wouldn't sure there's any problem. Tim says, how long does the temperature get at your location? How low? Last year I rid in, wind chill of 27 below. I think it was like 6 degrees below zero, something like that. And I wasn't going over 50 miles an hour, so about that right there. Random 70-degree days in Ohio in December. Once in a while. The January and February times are the ones that you're going to have the lower temperatures most of the time anyway. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I was riding. Now, I took some time off in 1978 and 1979 during the blizzard of 79. I didn't ride my motorcycle during the blizzard of 79 because it was incredible amount of snow and extremely cold, down to 35 below zero back in those days. And both 78 and 79, we had a major blizzard in Ohio. And it's legendary. Everybody still talks about it. In fact, there's sandwiches up in Northeast Ohio called the Blizzard of 78 that it's basically a pastrami style sandwich that was fantastic. I should mimic it again, but it is what it is. But yeah, it gets cold as balls here, as they say. And Central Ohio is a lot different than Northeast Ohio because we lived right in the snow belt, which taught me how to ride in the snow. And I do have a set of motorcycle chains, which I didn't need to use last year at all. But if we have enough snow here, I will definitely put them on the Himalayan and show you. Now, I will be winterizing all my Harley-Davidsons. I will not ride any Harley-Davidsons during the winter this year. I'm going to put them all down for the year. Put them on. Well, they always are on battery tenders, but the oils have already been changed anyways. I change my oil every fall. And if I got more traction on the Harley videos, I would show you more stuff on those. But I am putting them away because I got the Himalayan to ride, and I probably won't. I might ride a little bit on the Meteor in the winter, but to be honest with you, the Himalayan's far superior in the snow than the Meteor would be. Even though I've ridden Harleys in the snow my entire life. Let's see. Jerderick, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. So we put a video live on your. You put the video of this live on your. Yeah, it'll be come up. It's every one of my live channels will be. You can look through the portfolio and find them. I have a little section down there that are the live videos, and you can go by and look at all the ones we do. That guy from Maine says -40. Yeah, you get a lot colder up there than we do. Mark says, got to go to sleep. It's nearly midnight here in Scotland. Mark, thank you for joining us, and thank you for everything you do. Jordan says the Sportster is down for winter and upgrades. Good. Are you making a 1200 out of it? Or 1250 or 1275? Stuart says, bye, Wade. Maddie says, damn, he's late again. Yeah, you're a little bit late, but we're used to that. Have you got heated grips? No. My missus has put some on her Meteor, and I'm old school and prefer to freeze my fingertips. What about you? I've never had heated gear anywhere. Never had any. Don't know what it's about. Back in the day, I would ride just leathers, and Maddie says he's just slow. I just use leathers, and now I'm using more of a. I tell you what, I always. This is a hard thing for me to say because I used to goof on the guys wearing the ADV suits. I really did. Because I thought, what are you, getting a uniform? What is this all about? Until I got one.
But
Man,
only
they're awesome.
in cold weather.
Yeah. I don't use them in.
Never in 90-degree weather.
No, I don't use ADV suits all the time. I don't wear a jacket all the time. I do wear a helmet now all the time, which I didn't do until she got her license. But I do now when I'm filming because it's the only way to actually properly film and record. Let's see, what do you think about the new Himalayan from 2021? I haven't had a chance to ride one, but I like the fact that I don't like the way that the crash bars around the tank look, but they're better for me because my knees touch the bars just barely when I'm riding. I have to push myself as far back as I can, which is why I would like a taller seat. Not because I want height to the seat, it's because it'll get me away from the tank farther. Because like I say, I'm over 6'2". And I'm a little too close to those bars. So I do like that aspect. As far as the ABS, I could give two craps about the ABS because I use it off-road. The only bike I've ever ridden that has ABS is the Meteor, and I've never used it. So I really don't have an answer for you. I know how to brake. I know that sounds terrible and sounds a little condescending, but I know how to use the brake, and I stay off my front brake when I need to stay off for the front brake. And I don't try to put myself in positions where I have to really come into a hard stop. I really watch, especially, and you guys have seen the deer, especially the last couple of videos where the deer run right beside us or out in front of us, and that's the way it is. You just have to pay attention. Maddie says you got heated grips, love them in the winter. Dude, you live in Louisiana. Jordan says heated gear is a game changer. It extends the amount of time you can endure in the cold. I don't know. I mean, I don't
know. That would be me.
That probably would be for her.
Yeah.
I had a company approach me if I wanted to do a heated vest and heated gloves, and I turned them down. I probably should have taken them so she could do them. Although I did get something really freaking cool. You guys are going to love this. Hand me that box. Oh, I had a company. This is actually kind of funny, but I had a company said, "Sir." And it's a foreign company, which is nothing wrong with that. But they emailed me and said, we want you to try something, and we would like you to make a video out of it. And I said, well, is there any controls on it? Can I say whatever I want? Now, you guys know I will not badmouth anything. That's not my game. If I don't say anything, then that means I don't like it. But this is, it's so goofy, it's cool.
Excuse me.
All right. Now, I am sponsored by this sunglass company called Maxx Eyewear and Piranha Eyewear, and I wear these things everywhere. And I've been wearing the Piranhas for years, and I wear these Maxxes now because they're making motorcycle specific. But these guys right here sent me this, and basically what they are, let me look if I can see, there's a camera in the frame. So I'm going to have some fun with this. I got to see what this crap's all about. I shouldn't say crap. I want to see what this is all about because if you're going to send it to me for free, I'm gonna play with it. If it's good, they say 1080. I don't know if it's any good or not. But we're going to have some fun with it regardless. And it'll be part of a video. It won't be a whole video, but it'll be part of a video. I just got it today. I thought that was rather funny. Let's see. Maddie said, I got behind a little bit here. Jordan says he bought snowboarding gloves. I'm wearing a pair. If it's really cold, I wear a brand called Kimimoto. And I'll tell you what's made a bigger deal for me. Excuse me. Must be the wine. Made a bigger deal for me is putting those hand guards or brush guards on the Himalayan. That's a big thing. So all I've ever had to do is use the Revmonts, which are really cheap, inexpensive, waterproof, and cold weather gloves. They don't work really well under, like, I'll put it to you this way. When I was riding in that 27 degree below zero wind chill, the Kimimotos, the problem I don't like with the Kimimotos is they're too big and bulky, and it's all about feel for me. And I have to be able to feel the clutch and the brake, so I know exactly what I'm doing. The same thing as I don't wear ADV style boots because I can't feel the gear shift and I can't feel the brake pedal, and it's all about that for me. So I don't know. Volcanic Brown says, just got to say, love your channel and your nonsense approach to motorcycle. Well, motorcycle is no nonsense. It just is what it is. I mean, I appreciate about the great filming, great roads, an interesting mix of bikes. Keep up the great work. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, I wish my Harley stuff got more traction, but it is what it is, and we got it. You know, it's not what I like; it's what you guys like, and so I'm giving you what you guys like, and it's basically the Royal Enfield stuff. Tim says, "How are you getting on with the heel toe shifter?" Well, again, I'm a Harley rider from 50 years, and all of my Harleys, except for my Sportster, has a heel toe shifter. I freaking love it. It's my favorite part of the motorcycle, believe it or not. And there's a lot of young guys that I've never got it because I'm an old country boy that has shit on my boots has stuff on my boots all the time, and so I don't I don't freak when I get a brown spot or a black spot on the toe of my shoe as I'm shifting. I mean, that's part of motorcycling. But when you're riding a toe heel shifter, you don't have to worry about that. You know, you push down with your toe when you're going down, you push down with your heel when you're going up. And to me, it makes the Himalayan, it makes the Meteor feel so familiar. Like I say, my Road King's like that, my Deluxe is like that, my Dyna's like that. Pretty much every big Harley I've ever had is like that. I love it. The Sportsters aren't, but then again, neither's the Himalayan, so I don't really pay that much attention. Let's see. Tim says, anything else to that? Have you tried hippo hands? No, I probably would never, Paul. I don't need all that extra bulk. If you notice, I ride like this, like this, like this. I take my hands off the bars all the time. Is it safe? No, but I've been doing it for 50 years, and until it costs me, I'll keep doing it. Himalayan or XT660Z10. I'm going to go with the Himalayan because I don't. Now, I don't really know whether I really would want the 650 Himalayan because it's going to be more weight. I like a single better. I didn't get the Himalayan for highway speeds. If I want to go faster than 60 or 70 miles an hour, I have other bikes for that. I hope that makes sense. I have more than one motorcycle. I work on my own stuff, so I can afford to buy cheap, crappy bikes and rebuild them. If you're just new to the channel, you realize that I rebuild Harley-Davidsons, and I would love to find an old Bullet, a 500 Bullet, and rebuild it into something really cool. I used to build choppers back in the day, and it's something I've always done. So I don't need the Himalayan to do 70 miles an hour. I don't need it. So it is what it is. Maddie said, I have to look at my winter gloves and let you guts know the brand. They're actually too good. About 5C, they're even hot without heated gloves. Yeah, to correct, let you guys know. Yeah, I got it. 10 years too top heavy, tried one. And that's what it's like the KLR to me was a little too top heavy as well too. Because I almost bought a KLR before the Himalayan became available. The Himalayan for me, I bought because I actually bought the Sportster 1200 to take on the Trans-America Trail, and before I blew my shoulder out, that's what I was going to do. But what I did is I took the Sportster and I put it on the ground and then lifted it up. And my reaction was, if I had to lift that bike fully loaded up at my age and my out of shapeness, because I have no dreams or aspirations of getting back to what I looked like back when I was 50, 55 years old. I'm never going to get there again. I just never am going to. Maddie says the Hemi is heavy, but it's lower down. Exactly, and that's the reason why I like it. The weight is low, and even when you put a lot of stuff on it, you can still manage to get it up. I dropped the Road King a couple months ago, did I not, Iron Lady? And man, it took everything, and I frickin' had to get that sucker back up, but I did get it and I did it on a hill. If you guys don't know, our driveway is like this, and it's gravel. And I was coming down, and it was right after a really heavy rain, which meant that the gravel had washed into certain areas. And I always preach, you got to let the bike go where it wants to go, and then just simply remind it. Well, it said, F you, I'm not going where you want me to go. And I got in some really loose gravel, and the Road King went pow down on the side. And I was actually underneath it with my ankle. And I was able to dig the gravel out and slide my ankle out, and then yelled at Iron Lady and said, come here and help me because I'm going to need you on this hill. And she came running out of the house, and she was able to help me basically put the kickstand down, didn't you? That way when I got it up, it could, I put it in gear obviously, and that way it could go down, and then I was able to refocus a little bit. But yeah, that was not fun. But yeah, I don't really want, if I'm on a dirt road, want to have to unload the bike. And so when I bought the Sportster, I loaded it up, laid it down, and said, this is not something I want to do on flat land. And if I'm on a hill, like I just mentioned on the Road King, and I go down, I want something that has a lower center of gravity that I'm able to lift. I mean, the Road King's 800 and some pounds, whereas the Himalayan's only 400 and some pounds, but loaded down, it'll be 500 and some pounds. So I decided to not do the Sportster, turn it into a Garage Queen, and then I got the Himalayan used. Let's see. Dave said, hey there, Jeff from UK. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Cheers, everybody. Welcome, Dave, to the live stream. Will I be riding the Classic 350 when it gets to the States? Watching YouTube, it looks good. Yeah, and I really hope I can. I really hope I can get the opportunity to ride that. I'm still waiting to ride one of the 650s, and we'll never know. Let's see. Have you seen the Ratchet self-rescue bike jacks you can get? Yeah, it's too much crap to carry, dude. I'm not carrying them. I've seen them. I'm going to keep enough shape that I'm going to be able to lift the Road King no matter where. And to be honest with you, I do not lay it down, but I do put it down on the what do you call it, crash bars every so often, and then pick it back up just to make sure I can still do it, because it is what it is. Volcanic Brown says, I brought one of the last Royal Enfield 500 Classic Chromes last year, and it's a great bike. Sweet spot is 60 miles an hour. You know, the sweet spot of the Himalayan and also the Meteor is the same. It's 60 miles an hour. It does great, even with two up on us. We love it.
Even with the load.
I in one of our videos, I said, she was my load, and I've not heard the end of that since I said it. Maddie says, I'm in shape. Round isn't a shape, isn't it? Well, I mean shape meaning upper body strength more than what I have right now. But like I say, as long as I can still lift the Road King from it being on the side, I'm happy. I'm happy. Let's see. Hi from Ontario. I can't quite see it yet. It's going to pop up on the screen. Here, Ronnie. Hi from Ontario. Thanks for the Meteor 350 info. Hey, Ronnie, welcome to the channel. I need to catch up. Are you down already?
Yeah.
Jeez, Pete.
Who's the alcoholic in the family?
This video is based upon the amount of wine we have left. So when it's gone, I'll shut her down. Let's see. Fill it up. And again, we're drinking Beaujolais Nouveau today, guys, because yesterday was Beaujolais Nouveau Day, and if you see my Instagram, and I really want everybody to get on Instagram. I don't know, it's one of the things I neglected when I first started doing the channel is both, what do you call it, Facebook and Instagram, but I started doing a lot more. I would like to get several thousand subscribers on that. I mean, some of these big YouTubers have multiple thousands, and it's really a way for me to be more, how do I want to say it, intimate with you guys, because I can actually do a lot more things with it. And I go to Instagram and Facebook, Ol Man Ronin, and subscribe and be members of that stuff. I also have a Fans of Ol Man Ronin page on Facebook as well too. It's a place where you can actually talk to other people that are a member of the Ol Man Ronin crew. And again, like I said earlier before, we're giving away stickers. If you do a super chat or a super sticker today, we're going to mail you some stickers from Ol Man Ronin and of course the Himalayan at no charge. And like I say, I don't care where you're at, anywhere in the world, we'll send them to you. But you have to send us a super thanks, or not a super thanks, but a super chat or a super sticker. And if you do, like I said, please take a picture and we'll make a subscriber shout out. It's one of the ways that we give back. You give to us, we give back to you as well too. Now I do sell them on Etsy. I do not sell these because these were given to me by Royal Enfield and I will not sell them. But I will sell these on our Etsy page, and they're $3.50 plus shipping. And but you can get it for free if you send a super chat and I'll probably send you a couple or three in the super chat or the super sticker. So if you guys do that, and like I said, we've got several already, super chats and super stickers, and we want to thank the guys that did that. Again, cheers.
Cheers.
Maddie says, Jordan's got to run. Jordan, the pleasure as always. Drink a shot of bullet for me. Tell Jess, is she still in California? I don't know if she is or not. I know she was out there with Shade Tree doing the Harley Pan America stuff, and that's pretty cool. I like to see that. But like I say, yesterday was Beaujolais Day, and we always have a big party for Beaujolais Nouveau Day, and it's something we've been doing for years. And so we had one bottle of the Domaine Menor du Car. I know I'm not pronouncing that properly. Donna, you can help me with that and pronounce the proper French pronunciation. But it's our last bottle of the Villageoise Nouveau, and we really enjoy it.
This one's pretty good, actually.
It's not too bad. We've noticed that the Beaujolais Villageoise is a lot better than the regular Nouveau. Has been ever since we started drinking them. Uh-oh, my wife likes me. Well, good, because we're drinking wine.
Maybe she means me.
Oh, that could be too. I always take for granted it's all about me.
I'm sure she means me.
I gotta ask, give me that finger. How many of you guys really want to see me do this camera glasses? Put it down here in the chat. I'm curious because it's just, she's getting her credit card. Well, good. This is something that, like I said, when they contacted me, I was like, are you kidding me? Sunglasses that have a camera in them? Hey, that would be fun. So we're going to give her a shot. Now, obviously, you can't do it in the bad weather, but we're going to try those out and see. Like I say, let me know in the chat if you think it'll be a fun thing to do. That last video that we did with the snow is, I made it and I was thinking, gosh, I can't use any of that footage. Try it on, old man. Okay, he says try it on. Let's pull it out. We'll do an informal unboxing. I have no idea. I haven't opened this thing yet.
I just got a super chat.
I just got a super chat. Nick Hodson said, hey, 5 pounds. Nick, thank you, man. And make sure you email me your address so I know where to send it. Let's see. Everybody give Nick a big round of applause. Yay! So let's check the sports sunglass camera out. And it's always cool to get stuff for free. Well, it comes with a little USB charger, and it's got a neat little case. And let's see, little cloth to wipe your glasses with, some instructions, and here they are. Wow, they're big. You know what they look like right away? You ever seen the old guys at the mall? They put their sunglasses over top of their glasses. That's what they look like.
I don't think it looks like that.
I think it looks a lot like that, but they're really thick in the side here.
Well,
I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, but
that's where the camera is.
and yeah, I don't know where the camera is actually at. Oh, it's right in the middle. I'll tell you what. If this crap works, right there's the camera. If this thing works, what a great way to do videos when I'm working on the bike. I don't have to move the camera around so much. I don't know. Oh, blind guy. You've got that down there. It doesn't look like they would fit with a helmet. No, again, dude, I would never wear them with that. This is going to be something I would use only in the shop. Hey,
your ears are all bent.
I know, my ears are all. Well, they're really thick, man. I'm telling you, I look like
What do you want
elf.
me to get?
Give me that Biltwell helmet. We'll try that on there. I have a Biltwell Bonanza that I wear when I'm not filming that doesn't have a screen on. That we'll try it and see what happens. Randy, hey, thanks, man. See you next time as well, too. And cheers. Thank you for everything you do for us. Thor says, cool. Bald and Dangerous says, hi, Ronin, our lady. Sorry you're late. Miss Kitty's real wide. Yep, it is. Let's see. Now you can see the old bald head. This is my, oh, man, why is that scratched? What the hell happened there?
I don't know.
But this is my Biltwell. There is no freaking way those are going to fit in here. Let's see.
They're too thick on the side.
Oh, no way. No, that ain't going to work. So with the helmet, that's a no-go. However, with the, to use them, let's say if I'm doing some filming, I could be incognito. I could be like Blockhead. Nobody knows who I am. Yeah, they're different. So we're going to give them a try here in the next couple of weeks to see what they'll do. And like I say, it would be cool if they would work that way. Oh, Ronnie gave us Ronnie, thank you for the super chat. We really, really appreciate it. Again, make sure you do send us your address so we can send you your stickers. And we'll get them out as soon as we possibly can. We really do appreciate every super chat, every super thanks, every super sticker we get. You have no idea what it means to the channel. It
all goes towards the channel.
It all goes towards the channel. We anything we get from Patreon, anything we get from the channel itself, as far as money that comes in toward from YouTube and stuff, goes straight to the channel. Buying gasoline, buying stuff for the motorcycles, and again, we're just simple old country folk who love to do motorcycles. Thor, yeah, we agree, Thor. Ronnie, you're the man. We really appreciate it. Miss Kitty, welcome. We're drinking wine, Miss Kitty. I hope you're having an adult beverage with us as well, too. We're drinking a Beaujolais Nouveau, only a little bit left. Iron Lady, oh, she wants it. You can see, like I say, who the alcoholic in the family is right there.
Day drinking.
No, it's not day.
So in some parts of the world, it's day.
Oh, yeah. Where are you at? No, Thor's not. It's not day. Anybody in Australia right now that's on there? Anybody that's saying because we're going to do day drinking? But this is the wine we're drinking right now in honor of Beaujolais Day, which was yesterday, and we had a party here at the house that we've been doing for years and years and years. By the way, guys, the stickers are top notch. Thank you, Bald and Dangerous, for saying that. We really appreciate that. That's one thing. I have a local company in Ohio. Maddie, congratulations, Maddie. Thank you, brother. We really do appreciate it. And you know what? I take back every bad thing I've ever said about you.
He's a funny guy.
He is a funny guy. We get a kick out of Maddie. He's been with the channel since almost the beginning, I think. Isn't that correct, Maddie? We really do appreciate you. And Dave says all day drinking. But yeah, everybody give Maddie a big round of applause. Thank you, Maddie. We really appreciate the super chat there. We really do. You know, one of my favorite YouTube channels is and he's probably doing his video right now as well too, called Traveling Robert. And someday we would love to be able to afford to have a toy hauler and do exactly what Traveling Robert does, except with motorcycles as well too. And but we really like that. And he actually sings a song. I am not that good a voice, so I'm not doing that. But he does. I'll tell you exactly what he says. He goes, should I do it?
No.
She says no. I'm going to do it anyway. He'll go, super chat. And, you know, I don't have that good a voice, so I'll just go, yay, super chat. Super sticker, yay, super sticker. But we really do appreciate it. And like I said, Dave says all day drinking. Maddie says, yeah, sure to you take it back now, but that bridge I have for sale in San Francisco. Yeah, it is what it is. And I don't you know what?
Not in San Francisco.
Not in San Francisco. It's too poopy out there now.
It's going to fall off the planet anytime.
But yeah, we've got 24 watching now. Up, just dropped to 22. A few people have popped off. But you know, we really do love doing these live streams. I think it's a way to give, I don't want to say give back, but it's a way for you guys to give to us and get to see exactly what we
connect.
do. We connect with our audience this way, and we really love doing it. I would love to get in position to do one of these once a week, but it's one of those type of things that, we both work for a living. You've got to film and you got to edit and you got to go to work at a full-time job as well too. So it takes a lot of time and effort to do this. So we really, really do appreciate when we get the opportunity. We took yesterday off so we could actually enjoy some of the time we get for ourselves, but also to, and I decided to do a live chat here on Friday night, which, normally I'm working right now, because if you guys know, I'm a chef, and I'm cooking normally right at this time, and it's one of the ways that I wanted to, to say, well, if we're not working, let's do and a squeak in the background is our dog, Rusty, but I wanted to give back to us as far as, what we try to do with the channel. And if you have any ideas or any other questions, I really would love to hear them. Again, if you guys haven't seen Rusty, come on up here, buddy. Come on, up here. Let's see. People want to see your face. Come here. Bring your ball.
People always ask what kind of dog he is. Yeah. We say he's an attention hound.
Yeah, he's an attention. Well, apparently not today. Come here, bud.
No, he wants our attention.
Come on up here. Come on up here. Guys, if you can see, this is Rusty. Let me put the camera down a little bit here. You can see. Oh, he hates the camera.
Yeah,
he's going to run away. He doesn't like his picture taken. He's been that way his whole life. But you'll hear some squeaking in the background. That's a little old Rusty. Let me see. Make sure.
He's kind of an ass.
Yeah. People ask me all the time, what kind of dog is he? I always say he's a dork. Rich says, happy holidays, and happy holidays as well to you too, Rich. We really appreciate it. Thor says, is there something you want to change on Harley's price, motors, types, clap to Maddie? The thing that I would like to change with Harley would be is don't do water-cooled engines, man. Don't. Bring back stuff. One of the most successful releases they've had, and they sold completely out of them, was the version, like, what was it called? Not the Relive. What was it? The retro style bikes that they came out. I just had it and I lost it. Must be the wine. The Icon series, where they brought back an old Electra Glide and it sold out immediately. Guys, Harley-Davidson, just like Royal Enfield, the reason why people love them is because of the way they look. They're old school looking bikes. If you want to have something with a lot of plastic and a lot of flash and a lot of stuff, man, there's hundreds of manufacturers that do that. You've got Honda, you've got Kawasaki, and you know what they're doing? They're doing the same thing as what Harley is going away from. Royal Enfield is not, thank God. They're sticking with the more retro. Quit squeaking. They're sticking with the more retro style bikes. Like the Meteor is a old school looking cruiser. I would say the Himalayan looks like one of the very first style of ADV bikes. I mean, the gentleman that designed it designed the first Ducati, the Multistrada. So it has that old school style look. The Meteor just won the retro bike of the year in the UK. Somebody actually mentioned it about there. Volcanic Brown said 1958. Yeah, that's the year I was born. Why? What's up with that? Maddie says, biggest problem though, Royal Enfield has stopped making factory oil leaks on the classic models. Yeah, that's funny. Dinner's ready. Thanks for the fun. Thank you, Stuart. We really appreciate you. And cheers. And have a good dinner. Yeah, Volcanic Brown says, we are the same age. Yes, we are, apparently, if you were born in 1958. Maddie says, hi, Rusty, Patches and Smudge Wolf, hi as well. Mm-hmm. Happy holidays. Kenny Quest said, agreed. Kenny, I haven't got a chance to really talk to you, man. And we're going to be in Florida at Mount Dora the second week of December. And we always vacation down there. So if you're around Mount Dora, Leesburg, Tavares area that week, give us a shout out. We're going to be down there. We're going to be doing some filming. We're going to be having some fun too. But we're going to be doing some filming down there. We love Mount Dora. I've been going there ever since my Bassmaster days when I used to fish the Harris Chain of Lakes a lot. But if you're around, Revival, you got it, man. I'm sorry, I just saw that. But see what happens when you drink wine and try to talk at the same time, and you're 63 years old. But anyways, Where you live at, Kenny? Like I said, we'll do if you get your motorcycle out there, come on visit. I know you're riding a Sporty, I think is what you're riding. We'll probably be bringing the Himalayan down there, so it is what it is. Bold Danger says, do you think the price of Harleys now are just trading on the name? I think I'm not a big fan of the Milwaukee 8. I'm a huge fan of the Twin Cam and the Twin Cam Plus is what I'll call it. The Milwaukee 8 is okay. Not for me. I probably won't ever buy one. I think that the Twin Cam, the Evo, that basic engine, the shovel head was between the Twin Cam, between the Evo Twin Cam and the shovel head was my favorite motors that Harley ever built. I do not like the sound of the Milwaukee 8. It just me. I think that if you can, he lives in Longwood. Well, Kenny, when we're down there, like I say, we'll be staying right outside of Tavares, in between there and Mount Dora. So when we're down there, give us a yell, bro, and come on over and we'll say some. Well, even if it's not about filming, we'll just say, hey, go grab a sandwich. What's the name of that place we love to go there? Right down Fish Camp down there at outside of Tavares, off of Lake Eustis, I think is what it is.
Right off the main.
It's right off the main. That main drag there. But yeah, we go to Fish Camp a lot. We have them make a grouper sandwich for us. is what it is. But yeah, come on in and say, even if it's not about filming, we just say, hey, because we love to get together people like that. So anyway, but yeah, I think that's they're trading on the name a lot, and if they start making some big changes, it is what it is. Will I always like Harleys? Yeah, but I mean, I make not my living, but I love the older bikes anyways. Any retro US good is good as long as it's true retro and not complicated electronics. The Hemi's about as complicated as I like. At least you can still fit a carb to them if you want to. Yeah, and I mean that's the key. A lot of my bikes are fuel injected, which I like fuel injected because the computers that are running this stuff. I have a computer guy. He's up in Delaware, Ohio, that works on stuff that has computers. But I would much rather be able, instead of making a bigger throttle body and changing the tune, I'd much rather get in there and tweak the jets, if you know what I mean. And I like points better than I do an EFI. Although you can get a hotter spark out of a EFI than you can points. But that is a good thing. Not the EFI, but the electronic ignition. You can't get a hotter spark. But I know. He's desperately wanting attention right now. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I've really, really enjoyed doing this video. I still got a little bit of wine left, so we'll keep continuing. Is there any other questions? This Dave is going away. He says, half-past midnight. Didn't see you, Dave, till just now. Good night, Dave, and thank you very much. Like I say, I really appreciate all the super chats. We've gotten over $30 in super chats tonight. Nice. Thanks, guys. That's really nice. That's as good as a video that has 5,000 views, and that's really what we really like. So Thor says, a video about your food truck and your favorite food to making to customers. Video about the food truck I'll do. As far as I do not make, my favorite food is when I was making my fine dining. That's what my favorite food is to make. But it's difficult to make fine dining in a food truck because people want their food now.
Do you know who Gordon Ramsay is? This is Gordon Ramsay times 1,000.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay
in the kitchen.
Is kind of a. Yeah, he ain't got nothing on me, baby. Yeah,
coming from somebody who works with him in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm a very, very tough chef.
Not sure you want to see that video.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to put you in the kitchen with me because it has to be my way. And I would say Gordon Ramsay's a little bit too lax on his people. You got to do it right, man, or just get the hell out. It is what it is. Let's see. How did we meet?
That's a story for another time.
Yeah, maybe not this time. But it revolves around a courthouse. That's as far as I'll go. You have to stay tuned for the next live chat. We'll talk about the courthouse meeting.
Maybe if we know how to.
Maybe a few more bottles of wine. We would do that.
No.
Yeah, we met at a courthouse.
Maybe on a Ronin retreat.
Yeah, we're actually thinking about doing a Ronin retreat, and we haven't decided yet. And we're gonna, I think next year what we're gonna do, and unfortunately, be only for people that can be in the Ohio area. There's a thing that Royal Enfield does called One Ride, and it was non-existent here in Central Ohio. Maddie says he swears that much. I don't know. Do I? Gordon Ramsay's a Hollywood chef and not even culinary school. Well, I'm not culinary schooled either,
No.
Paul. I learned how to cook working in restaurants and
some of the best chefs are self-trained.
yeah, if you really want to know one of the best chefs that I idolize is Thomas Keller, and he's never spent a day in a culinary school except to teach kids. And my son, my second to oldest son, actually works for the CIA Culinary Institute of America out in California. He really, I mean, he's really been, we've really talked a lot. He says, Dad, you're far better than what they have as far as instructors. But Maddie says we'll be able to
just opened the door.
But he's from the UK. Yeah, he's from the UK. But Gordon Ramsay, I actually met, and again, nice guy. He's TV. I'm not. I don't think I could ever do a show like that because, yeah, I would make him blush, and I really mean that. I'm pretty strict when it comes in the kitchen. I want things done exactly the way that I want it.
We edit a lot.
We do edit a lot on our videos. Every time
they would be demonetized.
Every time you see a jump from the forward camera to the back camera, that's when I'm usually saying something a little off color. Yeah, it's like, are you? Yeah, we have a lot of idiot drivers in Ohio. I guess they're everywhere, but when they pop out, there's usually words that pop out too. But yeah, too much wine brings out too much honesty. It lowers the inhibition. Rona says, "Go pay attention to Rusty. I know what American Bulldog is." Yeah, he did. I mean, he really is a spoiled little brat. But anyways, where were we at? Kenny's laughing his ass off at us apparently. And Maddie says, "Who bailed us out?" Yeah, well, neither one of us got incarcerated, thank goodness.
Thank goodness. No, it wasn't that kind of courthouse.
It wasn't that kind of courthouse. But yeah, we did meet in a courthouse.
I like how he goes directly to prison. Like you both were in prison. I know it.
It's kind of funny because when I get something that it says here, you have idiot drivers too, it came up, I had to make it visible because apparently it's offensive to some people. Chad Neighbor said, we need an unedited, dude, I need the money. I need the money.
We will get demonetized.
We will definitely get demonetized.
Trust
because
me.
that would not be good. Next road trip you take, go to St. James, Missouri. There's an award-winning winery there with a great twisty roads. I've never been to that winery, but I've been all over the Ozarks back when I was fishing tournaments. I know I love the Ozarks for twisty roads, but except for the higher hills, we have just as much as here in Ohio, and I haven't done as much as what I probably should. You guys, one of the things I have been really neglecting is doing more longer term trips. And it's one of the things that kept us from doing Fuel Cleveland this year, because I can ride about an hour and then my shoulder is on fire. I have to have surgery on my shoulder this year. I don't know which way I'm pointing, but I have to have a surgery on my shoulder this winter, so I can get back to doing things. It's too many dislocated shoulders from football. Too many things when I was doing martial arts and doing security work and things like that. Oh, Don and Lena says, hello, Iron Lady.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
And Don, welcome, and I'm glad you guys finally made it. We're drinking some Beaujolais Nouveau. Tell us what you're drinking, guys. Put it in the chat there. We had Beaujolais Day yesterday, and we had a nice little dinner and a nice little party that we do every year. Visit the Patreon for the director's cut. You know, we might do that. God,
that might be an idea.
But I think it would raise too much. People would think, man, you're an ass.
People would know you're an ass.
Yeah, they wouldn't think it. They'd say, oh, he's such a nice guy.
No, they would think Iron Lady is.
Yeah, they would
There's
actually.
There's a reason
they
for
would
the
actually.
name.
They would.
There's a reason for the name Iron Lady.
Yeah, I know. And Don, I'm heading the same direction because it's you know, be honest with you, ever since the accident in 2013, and it wasn't motorcycle related, I've had so many freaking surgeries. I'm over it. I really don't want to do it, and that's why I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Why I didn't do the Trans-America Trail like I was supposed to, and it's just. But yeah, I like the idea there, Kenny, to do a Patreon-only director's cut because
that's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
And we do get a lot of inspiration from you, and it's important for us to do these
live chats.
These live chats to connect with you on a personal level, because that's where we draw a lot of our inspiration and our content for our videos.
It is. I mean, I get a lot of ideas, which is why people say, "Hey, we want to see this, we want to see that." Like I'm going to be doing a Meteor clutch free play video here this week. We're supposed to get a tremendous amount of rain coming out, and I cannot film in the rain. You guys seen the crap that I went through in a snow video because the camera crapped out the minute that the water got inside of the front camera there, and I lost all that footage. It actually shut it down and erased anything I had on my. I don't know how it did it, but I had no footage at all on that camera. And it was purely from the rain because it shut that camera down. And so if we get a lot of rain, I can't film. And I don't have a problem riding in the rain. I do it all the time. But we get a lot of inspiration from y'all. And I'm doing a clutch free play for the Meteor because it's completely different than the clutch free play for the Himalayan. And seriously, guys, you have to check that every 600 miles or 1,000 kilometers.
Are we missing a lot of? I see a lot of.
Things are jumping up there.
Yeah.
Oh, Bald and Dangerous said he needs to go. Wait, I lost quite a few here.
Yeah, we lost a lot.
Bloopers and outrage videos could be good for a laugh.
Yes, definitely there's bloopers.
There's a lot of bloopers. Visit the Patreon for Director's Cut. Yeah, we had 2
I
Rotary
think that's
cut.
a good idea.
Like the idea. It's a little after midnight, Nick, and he's on coffee. Well, good for you, man. You ain't sleeping at all tonight. Bald and Dangerous says, sorry, need to go. Okay, man, B&D, we love you, brother, and thank you for stowing here. It's after midnight, like I said. Volcanic Brown says, drinking coffee as well, too. Don and Lisa have a cold Corona and a mini vacation for it. Hey, congratulations.
Nice.
Happy anniversary. L Short said, have a super evening later. Nice seeing the two of you. And again, what's your first name, L? It says L Short. What should we call you by next time you pop on? Nick Hodson, whereabouts? You guys you're on the west. Yeah, that's your west coast of Scotland. Says Matty B. Saturday is good in New Zealand. Almost too early to drink now.
No.
What are you, nuts?
What the hell?
Thor says try Amica D pills, old man, holistic medicine for your shoulders at work. Yeah, it's not about the muscles. It's about torn ligaments. And
there's nothing left in there.
I mean, my knees are shot. I mean, it's. Whatever. Donnelly says moved back from Texas to Colorado. Currently live in Galveston Island. Hoping to close our home this. Hey, congratulations, guys.
Nice.
Appreciate it. Nick says in his lounge, West Sussex. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Good night, all. Thanks, B&D. We appreciate you. Lovely part of the world. Shorty. Okay, well, Shorty, we'll call you that from now on.
All right.
For heretofore, L Short will be called Shorty. Let me tell you, you're probably about 6'8", right? We really, I'll tell you what, we really, really, really love doing these live chats. They're so much fun, and it kind of shows you what we do on the channel is try to be as even and keeled as possible through editing.
Much editing.
Much editing. Okay, he says day drinking. Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's right.
We're doing night drinking, but we do day drinking too. We do drinking. My uncle used to have a saying, because I get a lot of people saying, "What's your favorite alcoholic beverage?" And I always like to say, I know them by their last name, alcohol.
Alcohol.
Your dogs are now snoring. Well, you have boring dogs.
I think he's finally gave it up the ghost. I think he's gave up the ghost. That's fine.
Rusty's laying out in the hallway sleeping now too. He just give up. He says, "I can't get attention. F you guys. Listen, I'm going to sleep." But this has been a blast, guys. We really do enjoy doing these for you all. And like I said, I'm going to make a last ditch pitch here. Anybody that sends us a super chat or a super sticker while the remainder of the next 15 minutes of the video, we're going to send you at least one, if not 2 or 3 Ol Man Ronin stickers, and also some Himalayan stickers that I got from Royal Enfield as well too. So if you want to send us help the channel out a little bit, we really, really do appreciate everything you guys do for us. And like I said, the super chats really do help. They help us not only get content for the story, but also enable us to do some upgrades and things to the motorcycles we have. We got a lot of plans for the Himalayan. Not yet decided what we're going to do when we finally get the Meteor, but we're definitely putting saddlebags on it. We are going to go on a trip to Florida this year here in a couple weeks. When is it? The
13th of December.
So anybody out there that's going to be in the middle part of Florida during the second or third week, what is it? The 15th?
I think it's the 13th of December.
13th of December, we're going to be down there, and we'd love to meet with a few folks. We're going to take them. We're going to have a motorcycle down there. We're going to have some fun with it as well too. We'll probably take the Himalayan. Kenny, brother, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. Everybody give Kenny Quest a big round of applause. Thank you, Kenny. And again, if you guys have not checked out his channel, he's got a really cool channel. He rides I don't know what year your Sportster is, bro, but I know it's a green one. It's not the Green Goblin, but it's a green Sportster, which we really, really do think it's pretty cool. Yay, Kenny. Paul saying yay. Big claps from Maddie, and special big claps for us as well, too. We really do appreciate it. And we look forward to doing something with Kenny down there in Florida, because I know he's from that area. So, and again, multiple thanks. We can't do this stuff without you guys. We really, that's what it's all about. YouTube is a fun place to make videos, and we're over 11,000 subscribers right now on our way to 12,000, and we'll really appreciate that. He's a 2021 Snake Venom. Oh, that's the name of your bike. That's
nice.
right. Yeah, that's what. So you got a brand new bike. That's pretty cool. We really, really enjoy. I'll tell you, we love Sportsters. Well, we've got 3 in the family.
Yeah.
So I've always. I shouldn't say I've always had a Sportster, because I hadn't had a Sportster for a long time until we got the 2009 1200 XLC. But then we got her the Iron Iron 883. But our daughter has a super low, and we love it too. But I've had XLCHs, and we've had other 883s and thousands. The XLCHs were always 1,000 cc. I love Sportsters. And like I say, the longest trip I've ever taken in my life was over 11,000 miles, and it was on a XLCH 1,000 cc Sportster. And we really, really loved it. Maddie says, just cracked a nice porter. Again,
ooh, nice.
Excellent. We really do enjoy our beer as well too. And there's a company here that does a lot of good. It's called Ol Man. They do some nice porters as well too. So let's see. Kevin Nash is saying, have to get up in the UP to Michigan. I've been there a lot of times over the years. I haven't been there recently. We took a trip to Frankenmuth here this summer. We didn't do any filming, but we went up there to Frankenmuth.
My family's from there.
And her family's from
family.
She's a Youper. Oh, Thor sent us a super chat as well too. Hey, Thor, thank you, brother. We really appreciate it. Again, guys who basically give me these super chats and super stickers, please send us an email with your mailing address, and I will get those stickers out probably Monday. Probably not tomorrow, but probably Monday. We'll get them out as soon as we possibly can. That's huge for us. We really do appreciate it. And like I said, we'll get them out as soon as we possibly can, which will be Monday. That'll be the time. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Again, everybody give Thor a big round of applause.
Nice.
We really thanks. This is Medina, Ohio. Medina,
nice. I'm from Akron.
She's originally from Akron. Ronnie, is that where you're from? Or no? We're down now. The closest big city to us is, and I say big city, it's not really a big city, but it's a big city for me. I grew up in the country, and we live in the country now. But the biggest city near us is Newark, Ohio, which is about 35,000 people.
Yeah.
That's about as big as I want to get. But we don't live near the city limits. We're out in the country, which you guys see the roads. All the roads that I'm traveling are within 10 miles of where we live, unless I go on a longer trip. And like I said, the reason why I'm not going longer is because of my daggone shoulder. I was planning on my idea is to take the Himalayan over to Hilton, not Hilton Head, but what is it over there? North Carolina, and riding all the way to Oregon, and that's off road. That's where I want it. He's from Ontario. Went to school in exchange years in Medina. Yeah, Medina from us right now is about
2 hours.
No, not quite 2 hours.
Yeah,
about 2 hours
about
north
2
of
hours.
us. About 2 hours, which is about 120 miles, or let me do a quick little thing. Probably about 240 kilometers. Nice to live in the country, beautiful area. Yeah, it is. I mean, when we first moved down to Central Ohio, we were in a city because we had to get our bearings first. We moved down here in 2013, right after my accident. In fact, Iron Lady, got to give her 100% credit, because when I was learning how to walk again, she was doing it all. And
there's a reason for the name again. Iron.
Yeah.
Lady.
So she did everything, and I just couldn't stand it. I could not stand living in a city. It was driving me absolutely insane. It's kind of funny because when we lived in the city, and I love to tell the story. When we lived in the city, we loved going for rides as far as getting as far away from the city as we possibly can. When we live in the country, it's just nice.
It's not so far anymore to go.
Not only that, but it's just fun to go out back. You know what I mean? That's where it's mostly fun. So, guys, please, if you have given us a super chat, make sure you do send me an email.
We just got another one.
No, that's Thor. He did it a second. oldmanronin@gmail.com, so I can make sure that I can get those stickers out to you as soon as possible. I really, really do appreciate each and every one. Man, we've been doing this pert near 2 hours, and Maddie says, behind every man is even a better woman. This is true. This is true.
Thank you.
And let's see, make sure I don't catch anyone. But yeah, we really do appreciate each and every one of our subscribers. Chad, damn, son.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Everybody give Chad a big round of applause. That's amazing for a super chat.
Thank you.
We really, really do appreciate it. And Chad, I have your address already, and you're gonna. So we really, really do appreciate that. I hope we didn't just drop off there a second. It said a little spin there. I hope there wasn't a little thing. But and by the way, Chad, make sure you send us pictures of you guys with your shirts on. We really do appreciate it. Maddie is a monster. Yeah, that's just perfect, guys. We really do. We can't do this without you. No. It's easy to say that, but it's actually the truth.
It's the truth.
I can't do this without you. Like I say, not sounding like I'm a whiny little boy, but I mean we're not rich people. We every nickel that we make, we put back into, as far for the channel, we put back into the channel. And like I was saying before, we're trying to get I want to be able to do more voiceover work, because if I can film a video on my head without having it plugged into my mic, I'd be able to do some more, even in crappy weather stuff. And so that's the kind of stuff we want to do.
There's so much behind the scenes that nobody sees. All of the mistakes, all of the there's trying and failing and trying and failing.
I mean, like I mentioned before, to try to stay positive in that snow video. See, as we will, Megan is under the weather at the moment, but she feels better. Again, sorry that she's feeling. I hope she gets well soon. And like I said, Chad and Megan are huge fans of the channel. They're Patreons, and we really...
You guys are amazing.
You guys are amazing. That's all I can say. You guys are simply amazing. And with guys like the Chad and Megan and pretty much everybody that's Kenny Quest and all these...
everybody that's been with us, everybody that I see every Wednesday and every Sunday on the live chat, on our videos, that I know are there every week. It means everything to us.
Now, I'm not going to drink any more wine.
I hope not, because he licks his butt.
Yeah. It is a full-time job. It really is. Wife is checking out the channel with me for the first time. She likes the Iron Lady name. Well, it's because she runs an Iron 83. So, yeah.
And other things.
Yeah.
Don't let him just make it about the bike. It's iron. the iron.
It's the iron skin that she has. Yeah.
Iron skin that I have.
Yeah. Rusty's an alcoholic too.
And yeah.
I
The
should
dog
say too.
likes
We're
day
not.
drinking and night drinking.
Yeah. We really do appreciate you guys. And like I said, and Rusty likes to get the attention. He is an attention hound.
He's upset because Mom is not down on the couch with him right now.
Yeah, alcoholic spaniel. Sportster crew. Yeah, we love our Sportsters, Kenny. We really do, and that's why I'm saying that when and it's probably a no-brainer, but no, not the mouse. The 650 Meteor, the Super Meteor that they're probably going to produce, will take the place of the Evo powered Sportster, because it's going to have that look. Oh, well, we got another super chat. Hey, we got another one. Hey guys, we really appreciate it. Again, if Ronnie, you did a fantastic. We really appreciate it. Again, make sure that you do send me an email, oldmanronin@gmail.com, and we will send you a.
The emails are important.
That's important because I know where to send it.
He'll forget. Honestly, just send the email, please.
Yeah, you got to send the email, and that way I get your address. More claps. Thank you again. Thank you, Ronnie. We really do appreciate you. It is an amazing amount of super chats that we've got tonight and super stickers. It's just we love our audience as much as we hope you guys love us. We really do appreciate. No, he's Maddie says at least he's not 80 pounds and all muscle. No, he's not at all muscle.
He's not.
But you know what? He's the best well-behaved dog I've ever had. Come on up here, bud. Up. Come on. Everybody wants to see your little face. See, no, look over here. Look at the screen.
Don't let the face fool you.
Don't let the. He is a sweet little dog, and he's super intelligent and he's super ornery. He's just a good dog. That's all I got to say.
Anyway,
let's get back to this. Donna, we love our 2009 Dyna Lowrider, but would love something lighter for a quick weekend ride. I'm telling you, Don and Lena, check out the I know it's a small engine. Check out the 350 Meteor, and if it's a little too small an engine, the 650 is coming in the Super Meteor next year. But they're amazing. The Dyna Lowrider is a great motorcycle. I've had Dynas a lot. I've had more Dynas than I have anything else. Dynas and FXRs, more than anything else. I've had 12 between Dynas and FXRs in my lifetime. And I have a wide glide right now that's on the lift that I'm waiting to get a little bit more money in so I can do some cool things with it. But Kenny says, I test rode the N650 IMS a couple weeks ago. Good competitor to the 883. It is. I mean, neither one of them are giant horsepower bikes. They really aren't. But what's cool about both of them Kenny, is S&S is making a ton of aftermarket support for the 650. And if you want to, if you go over to Hitchcock's in the UK, they're making an 863 kit for it as well too, which will put it above the horsepower of the 883 stock. And then if you add some of the stuff from the from S&S, like the exhaust and the power commander and things like that, you're going to have a bike that will probably get about 74 horsepower, not much more than that. Now it's a 1250 Sportster that I've got. I'm running it right at 101 horsepower, but it's a freaking beast, dude. That's all I'll tell you. It's a beast. And like I said, I built it, the actual cubic inches is 1250 plus, because I did some head work as well too, to give it a little bit more.
It likes to throw me off the back.
Yeah, she doesn't like riding it at all.
No.
Because it does. I mean, it's a monster. I don't do too much with it because, well, number one, the audience wants Royal Enfield. They don't want Harley. So we give the audience what it wants. I'm all about giving the audience what it wants. So, and again, when you start talking about straight off the market things, it's lighter, it's got better shocks. it is a good motorcycle. So, but yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with it. But yeah, my sporty runs, dude. Get up to Ohio, I'll let you ride it. I've been trying to get Jess over at her two wheels over here for the longest time because I guarantee you my Road King will outrun her Road Glide.
Yeah, that's the truth.
It's
fast.
It's between the two. The Road King's
right there.
It screams. Can I speak on my cooking career? Well, what do you want to know, Don? I mean, I've been doing it since I was 11 years old at my father's restaurants. My dad did two things. He traveled the world and he owned restaurants and worked on railroads. I know that sounds kind of funny, but he actually did some work for overseas with the railroads as well too. But which gave me the opportunity to travel with him when I was extremely young, and I'm talking about 14 and above. But I learned how to cook Italian in Italy. I learned how to cook generally from working in restaurants since I was 11, and I've been doing it pretty much my whole life. Now I have taken time off. I haven't done it straight, but I've been in the restaurant business pretty much my whole life, in and out, and I cook. My number one thing that I do, according to her, but more according to other people, is fine dining Italian.
Italian, definitely.
I'm really good saucier.
Saucier, definitely.
I do. Those are some of my specialties. I also grind and blend my own spice blends, which is another thing I'm thinking about selling down the road when I get tired of doing the food truck. But yeah, I love to cook. Period. It's part of the creative thing, which is the same thing with my motorcycles. I love to work on motorcycles. I love to ride motorcycles. They don't necessarily go together. It's like my love of good wine. I was going to get ready to grab this, but this is really not a fine wine. It's just something to drink this time of year. I know. Well, Maddie, if you've ever known a chef, we are notorious swearers. We put sailors and Marines to blush. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is I love cooking. It gives me my creative outlook. So is my YouTube channel too. I think I try to get a little creative with the limited knowledge that I do have about doing the computer stuff. I'm not a computer expert. I use really simple. It's called Filmora as far as an editing program, because I don't know a lot of that stuff. I never went to college. I never went to culinary school. I learned everything the hard way by hard knocks. But to me, that's the best way to learn, by trial and error. I learned how to ride motorcycles by flopping them when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 30. Still, like I said, mentioned the other day, not the other day, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I dropped the Road King on our hill, which is going downhill. But you learn by trial and error, and that's the best thing. He can't catch you if you have his value cores from his tires in your pocket. I really don't know what that means.
Ask him.
You have to respond to that. But as far as that, guys, I mean, cooking to me is a way to make money, simply put. But it's also a way for me to express my creativity. Like, I come up with all kinds of different things.
It's how he shows love, and he won't tell you that.
Oh.
That's how he shows love.
I'm so precious. Volcanic Brown says, night all, thank you. And you know what? We've gone for 2 hours now. So before we go any farther, I want to ask if there's any other questions. Because that's really what this was about. Questions about what we're doing with Royal Enfield, questions about the channel, questions about us in general. And I think we shared a lot, from the places we met to what the future of the channel is going to be like.
We didn't, well, I guess.
We did. People,
a little bit.
Question asked earlier. I'll let that go.
Yeah, let it go. Let it go.
I thank you all. Saw your review before I bought my Meteor. I'm very worried about winter, especially salt. Love you from Canada. Wash your bike constantly.
Yeah.
If you're out there, as soon as you get back, wash your bike. Get that salt or the sodium chloride off the bike as soon as possible, because it will rust everything on your bike. Donna Lee says, thank you for sharing. My wonderful wife is a talent in the kitchen. Lena learned in her grandma's kitchen. And everybody does there. I'm grateful for the wife and expression of love. Exactly.
Right.
Salt on the roads and bikes. Wash the bike. Exactly, Maddie. Wash your bike constantly. You go out there and you're on, like this last snowstorm that happened, the only one we've had so far when I was out riding. Luckily, they didn't treat the roads, so I was like, I just got a little bit of water on it, basically, is all it was. Still a little dirt. We still washed the bike. Wash the bike. Ronnie says, thank you. Have a nice evening. Thank you, Ronnie. You have no idea what that means to us. Thank you, everybody that's given us a super chat. Chad and Megan, we really do appreciate you. Ronnie, we do appreciate you. Thor, we appreciate you. Kenny Quest, we appreciate you. You have no idea what it means to us. Again, send me an email. Maddie, thank you so very much. Again, Ronnie, we thank you. Nick, thank you for making, he said thanks for making fun and informative videos. Thank you so much. Guys, you have, again, no idea what it means to us for you guys to give us the super chats or give us all the support, from just a simple like on the video to a simple, and well, we got another super chat from Alexander. How do I say that? Ali Riza, thank you. We really do appreciate it. Everybody give Ali Riza a big round of applause. We really, really do thank you for this. Robert says he dropped his Interceptor 2 weeks ago, and it hurts your feelings. It does happen. If you own a motorcycle, you will drop your bike. I guarantee it. I don't care what it is. Which is why I mentioned earlier when I was thinking about doing the Transamerica Trail with the Sportster, I laid it down because I knew it's going to go down. And you are going to drop your motorcycle. But again, guys, we really do appreciate each and every bit of this. This is something that Don and Lena, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Again, guys, we really do appreciate this. This means more than you ever know. The super chats, the super stickers, the super thanks on the videos that we send out, the being a Patreon, it means so much to us. I have no words right now. This has just been an amazing, amazing evening, and we do really appreciate it. Make sure everybody does that's give us a super chat, send us an email so we know where to send our stickers to. And like I said, we're going to send everybody that sent us a super chat some of these stickers. We really do appreciate you, and it's a way to give back for helping us. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video today.
If you did, give us a big thumbs up.
Make sure you subscribe, especially subscribe. We want to hit, what would be a dream for me if we could hit 15,000 subscribers before the end of the year? That would be just such a big thing. So if anybody wants to, please, please, please get your friends, get your family, get everybody you know to go on the channel and subscribe to us, like the videos, and really, 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 we really, really do appreciate you. Don, you know what? We don't really have neighbors, but we would love to have you as a neighbor as well too. Thank you. Our neighbors are deer, turkey, squirrel, coyotes, bobcats. Haven't had a bear yet, but that may happen. We really do appreciate you guys. And again, thank you ever so much for watching this live chat. It means more than you'll ever know. Until next time, guys, ride safe and keep her on two wheels, baby. Should I do the song?
No.
I'm going to anyway. Do 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 do. Whoa, we got to stop.
Oh.
We got to stop. Another thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Robert, thank you very much. You have no idea what that means to us. Give everybody, before we leave, give Robert Adams a very big round of applause. We really do appreciate each and every one of them. God, oh guys, I have no words. This has been amazing, an amazing, amazing night. And we do thank you, each and every one of you. Robert, above and beyond, brother, thank you. We really
send that email because he's old.
Yes, she said it best. Super sticker, send us an email and we will give you, obviously we'll send those stickers, but I need your email address so I know how to send you the things. Kenny, see you, brother. Don and Lena, see you. Again, thank you, Robert. Chad, see you. Kenny, we'll sing again. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I hope that made it mine. See, I'm a professional singer now.
Oh, God.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Stop singing.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, guys. We really do appreciate you. Until next time, ride safe, everybody. And again, keep her on two wheels. Let's see. How do I turn this damn thing off? I don't know how. Let's stop it. There you go. Goodbye.